Domain names are one of the most important tools of internet marketing and making money online. In this lesson I will teach you how to choose a domain name, and which company I prefer. Domain names are the unique, human-readable internet addresses of websites. They are made up of three parts: a top-level domain, sometimes called an extension or domain suffix, a domain name, or IP address, and an optional subdomain. If you have a quality website and business, people will visit your site no matter what the domain is, right? Well, not so fast. You see, your domain name is a key element of your website. It can make or break you. But wait, why is your domain name so important? It's your first impression. Your URL is the first thing your visitors will see. A good domain name can make a positive and lasting impression, while a bad domain name can send visitors running. It affects SEO. While exact match domains, EMDs, are no longer a necessity, keywords in your domain name can still help your SEO ranking. It defines your brand. We'll talk about this in a minute, but your domain name is a branding opportunity. The right domain name can increase brand recognition. Brandable over generic. Creative and brandable are always better than generic. Remember, your domain name is how visitors will find, remember, and share your company on the web. It is the foundation of your brand. Here's the main difference between a brandable and generic domain name. A brandable domain name is unique and stands out from the competition, while a generic domain name is usually stuffed with keywords and unmemorable. For example, do you know the difference between healthinsurance.net, newhealthinsurance.com, or healthinsuranceresort.com? Probably not, right? These are horribly generic. They don't have any meaning. You won't hear anyone talking about how awesome insurance.com is. Plus, variants of the word insurance will increase the competition and make it blend in even more. But sites like UnitedHealthcareOnline.com and Anthem.com stand out, because they stand for something. When people hear those domain names, there is a trust factor there. Here's how to find a more brandable domain name. Create new words. You can make up your own catchy, new words. That's what Google, Bing, and Yahoo did. Keep it concise. In general, when it comes to the length of your domain, shorter is better. According to research from Gabler.com, a magazine for entrepreneurs, the top 5 websites have approximately 6 characters in their domain name. As you move down through the list of the top 1 million domain names, there is a direct correlation between domain name length and popularity. And in the top 100 websites, the longest domain is 17 characters. All of this data shows that you should keep your domain name concise. Aim for 6 to 14 characters, and remember, the shorter, the better. Most likely the shorter domain name are taken long time ago and sold for thousands of dollars. So if you can't find something short, make it brandable. My own site, dpgcashco.com, has 10 characters. Easy to type. Think of some of the most popular websites in the world. What comes to mind? Google, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Yahoo, CNN. One big thing they have in common is that they're all easy to spell. Your visitors should be able to type your domain name without a problem. If you have to explain the spelling more than once for it to be understood, then it's too complicated. The last thing you want is for potential visitors to mistype your domain and end up on a different website. Here's an easy way to test this. Tell 10 people your potential domain name and ask them to spell it. If more than a few people struggle to spell it, then you need to simplify it. Easy to pronounce. As easy as your domain name rolls off the tips of your fingers, it should roll off the tip of your tongue. This makes it easier for visitors to share your domain name by word of mouth, and makes it easier for you to share your site with friends and potential customers. You can test this the same way as with the spelling. Write your domain name on a piece of paper and ask 10 people to pronounce it. If more than a few people struggle to pronounce it, you should simplify it. Here's what to keep in mind. You want your domain name to be passed along easily by you and others. And the only way for that to be possible is if it's 1, easy to spell, and 2, easy to pronounce. Avoid hyphens and numbers. Remember how your domain name should be easy to spell and pronounce? Well, hyphens and numbers make both of these things more difficult. Consider using keywords. Keywords can help improve your SEO, but you need to tread carefully here. If you try to awkwardly stuff keywords into your domain, it comes across as generic, like we talked about before. If you do choose to use keywords, put the keywords at the beginning of your domain. That's where they'll be the most powerful for your ranking. You can find keywords with tools like Google Keyword Planner and keywordtool.io. Think long term. Think long term. Are you ready to marry your domain? You should be, because it will be one of the biggest elements that defines your business and brand for years. So, when you choose your domain, think long term. But if you think there's a chance you might expand to more general digital marketing services in the future, like email marketing, PPC, etc., then it might be wise to reconsider your domain name. You don't want to pin yourself down to a certain niche if you think you might expand out of that niche. So, keep your long-term vision in mind when picking your domain name. Check availability on social media sites and trademarks. Before you move forward with a specific domain name, check to see if the name is available on social media sites, as well as if there are any trademarks already registered to the name. To build your brand, it's ideal to have the same name across your domain and social networks. This builds familiarity and makes it easy for your visitors, fans, and customers to find you around the web. And to avoid legal issues, you should stay away from names that already have trademarks. So, how can you quickly check social networks and trademarks for your potential domain name? If it's taken, consider tweaking it so that you can create original social media profiles. Bonus tip. If you're starting a blog, podcast, or your personal website, it may be best to use your own name. This helps you become more recognizable. What's more, simply owning the domain of your name can be a good strategy. If your blog/website/speaking career makes it big, you may just become a household name, and that domain, yourname.com, just may become a hot commodity. You'll be glad you have it. Conclusion. Your domain name will have a significant impact on the success and potential of your website. Thanks for watching. Please click the like button. Subscribe to my channel. If the info I gave you today helped you, please click the donate button below. To get on the fast track, please click the buy my course button below. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below.